oil and gas companies are really facing an existential crisis. In many ways, we see both demand and the supply side of the equation being in flux. On the demand side, we think that we are in this compressive disruption that is going to prevent growth over the next 20 years, and actually peak demand occurring in the next 20 to 30 years. On the supply side, assets such as shale and non-hydrocarbon sources like solar and wind will start to erode oil's share in the energy mix. We're seeing two things happening here. One is that the industry is moving towards becoming more consumer-centric, which means that understanding how a consumer is going to pick from these various different sources of energy is going to become important. And this supply disruption is going to combine with the demand side, which is driving this existential crisis in oil and gas. The energy company of the future has to be agile, adaptable, highly connected with its ecosystem and with its external environment, with its consumers, and very collaborative. We think that the energy company of the future will rethink across two dimensions: the where to play dimension and the how to win dimension. The where to play dimension is all about which asset classes are in your portfolio. The how to win is, given those asset classes, how would you outcompete other companies in the same landscape. As we think about these two dimensions, the where to play and how to win, we think that the flattening of data structures, the democratization of data, availability of information, the ability to optimize across silos is going to drive success. And digital is a key enabler in this successful energy company as we define it. We have done some work with the World Economic Forum, which indicates that digital for energy is $1 trillion plus opportunity. The value is going to be unlocked by changing operating models, how a company works, how it interacts with its ecosystem, and so on and so forth. First, you have to do something, and now is the time to do it. And the reason that you have to do something is this supply-demand disruption that is occurring in oil and gas, which is going to force companies to succeed with half the resources and half the cost that they have in the past. And in order to do that, digital is a key lever, a key enabler that will make that happen. The second recommendation is thinking about this where to play and how to win axis, this model, and across the 4 quadrants in this model, defining for each company their road to success. Companies are at a point where they have to reimagine the future. And in a lot of our clients, what we found is breaking down the value chain, breaking down the value chain from strategy and portfolio, through exploration, through planning and development, through production, supply and trading, and the end consumer, breaking that value chain down, and then reimagining each of those domains, given the technologies and the way in which work gets done, the way in which the operating model will change, has been hugely rewarding for companies, hugely valuable in terms of unlocking potential and changing the nature of the business.